All right, boys, we can fire this up. Thank you for the patience, but we can't send a less than 20. That's a mean joke, bro. That's a mean joke. You know, you're gonna get somebody with that one day. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for the Mushroom Cup. It is preseason race number 2, season number 839. I am T-Bone number 1. Shout out to all these drivers here. 20 amazing drivers as usual. We'll never do less than 20. We don't show weakness to the other leagues. Anyways, we are in Brazil. 2 of 3 preseason races. The final one will be Great Britain Reverse. Then, in a week today, we will kick off the illustrious, the prestigious, the Mushroom Cup. We are doing a full season, count them, every single race, as we normally do the first season of a new game. And I'm happy to be back. We have a stacked grid in the Mushroom Cup. Missing a couple key names, again, preseason, so some of these guys still on vacation, doing whatever they need to do. Some of the drivers are on promotional trips to China to grow the sport over there, I guess. Anyways, shout out to everyone. I took your dogs. I'm T-Bone here. Shout out to Illyrian, defending champion, Chenzo, Greg, Hemifer, Hemi back in that mix, aka the Hemorrhoid, everyone's favorite. Let's just get up this lap data track map. Hemifer, man, the winningest driver in Mushroom Cup history, making a return to action. The Hemorrhoid's looking to fly. He's in that moose piss kick Sauber, looking brilliant in that green, standing out like a hermaphrodite at a straight pride parade. I don't know what the hell I even just said. We'll edit that part out. Hemi, though, moving through. On qualifying, he'll always get his practice in. I don't know what kind of strategy or dynamic Hemi's going to bring to the table this year. This race is sponsored by Chick-fil-A. Here to feed your family every day of the week except for Sunday. Sour, though. Sour, looking so sour full. Moving through this heading into the front straight here. Sawa about to finish his lap. He has been the quality merchant of the Lightning Cup. 2 career wins, both coming in season finales. A Rookie of the Year next to his name. And Sawa goes into P1 right there with a 108 something. A very nice lap. Hemi in P2. Leader Liebag, now a reserve driver, but he is a fixture in the Mushroom Cup. He's going nowhere. Top reserve driver, once again giving up his spot to Sawa, leader a soldier to the league, and the league is better off due to the services rendered by one leader Liebag. Shout out to this guy here, coming from Maryland, residing in the Carolinas, but he is Mr. Worldwide. Kendricks, one of the most improved drivers we've seen in time. Another one, Illyrian. Limitless Draco, moving through the field, looking more like an Uzi right now, heading through these, I think they're called the Senna S's, but we're going to call them the T-Bone S's, as he makes his way to the illustrious turn 17 now. We'll check back with that lap, though. Here's Hazy Ozzy in the field. Rasta Cheech, perhaps the fastest man on F125 right now. He's one of the top 3, in my opinion, along with B. Tom Schry and potentially Robin. Boom! Rasta Cheech has said enough is enough, and he is making his mark. The newest full-time announcement for the Lightning Cup. Rasta Cheech, famously not happy not being on that roster when it was revealed. And since then, he's done nothing but podium, podium, podium. And every race, I'm getting a screenshot or some sort of update. P3, P2, I won, Bone. I'm like, okay. Had to get him in the Lightning Cup. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. How about Froggy Boggy? Perhaps a Rookie of the Year candidate, 17 years or 15 years young, and friend of the DRS Maestro. This kid is he's very, very quick, very formidable driver. And, for a young guy with not much league racing experience, he has a lot of poise, and he doesn't seem to make the mistakes many of his cohorts his age normally would. There's Trophy Marino. I came in like a wrecking ball. Shout out to Trophy Cyrus. How about Sicario, folks? Clanging and banging, wheeling, dealing, champagning and campaigning, shaking hands, kissing babies. This is Sicario, folks. He is funded by the cartel, and they call them the cartel. And right now, Justin Schry, enjoying that new car smell, I would say, because he is a different driver since this game came out. Arguably the best, winning race after race. Him and Rasta, absolutely brilliant. Sheer brilliance, folks. And Schry's a contender this year. Chenzo, oh my God, the legend himself. So we have a treat of a season. This is like the Lightning Cup light at this point. I love what we're seeing with the Mushroom Cup. Jordan Wavy, also on that Ferrari team. Him and Schry will be something to watch out for. That's for damn sure. A little further down the field, we got the wretched DRS Maestro. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! And here he is, Ezzo joining the lobby. But God, that ship sailed, buddy. I'm sorry. Ship sailed. And why am I getting phone calls from this girl who I'm not interested in? I'm not saying she's fat, but I'm saying I know 5 fat people and she's 3 of them. Hopefully she doesn't watch. Who does? Anyways, DRS, that Maestro, he's still doing his thing on a lap, but we'll get back to it later. Justin Schry, Chenzo, Rasta Cheech, Sawa, and of course Gregory Jennings, our top 5. Here is Charisma, the Wonder Kid, heading into the pits. Don't hit anything, Charisma. Oh, that's Charisma, the legend himself. Nearly killing a guy, but we love it when he does. Here's Rasta Cheech reducing the harvesting there on this harvest moon. Rasta is a guy to look out for. He is the man. Him, Schry, B-Tom, Chenzo, Robinar. These are some guys who have really put their stamp on this game early. And let's see what Rasta Cheech has in store as he makes his way around. Going into turn one, this is Quebec's own Rasta Cheech. Stops at the gas station for a six-pack of Labatt Blues. Picks up a pack of stogies, makes his way home, Rasta Cheech. He will do what it takes to win. He's probably in the driveway playing with his car most of the time, fixing things that don't need to be fixed, changing screws that don't need to be screwed, but only because that's what Rasta Cheech does. He is a student of the game. He is a maestro of motorsport. And oh my God, he's spinning like his head was on Saturday night. Rasta Cheech does not remember a thing about Saturday night except for his wallet being taken by some fatty as she left his house. Oh my God, Rasta Cheech. He's got to hang on and recover this lap, but I swear it is done for, so we'll move on. Greg Jennings starting his lap. He is brilliant at Brazil. We call him Brazilian, folks. This is Greg Jennings, hailing from the prairies, but this is not a little house. This is a mansion. He is building gates. He is putting up a fortress. This is no facade. This is Greg Jennings, folks. Multi-time champion. Hundreds of race wins under his belt. One of the most decorated athletes we've ever seen. We call him the Christmas tree. You like championships? He's got them. You like rings? He's got mini phones. And my God, if you like paper, he's got them fax machines. Greg Jennings is the man in the Mushroom Cup, the face of the league, on and off the track, doing what T-Bone can't because his racing skill is whack. Jordan 2 wavy, though. Let's see what he's got in the tank. Perennial hater and salty guy, but we'll see if he can throw a little sweetness and some sugar on this race. He's heading back into the pits. Anyways, let's see what Limitless Draco's got. His potential may be limitless, but right now, his battery is not. We'll see what happens there. But Limitless Draco going into top 5. Shout out to him. Here's Zakario. Zakario, vamos. Get in there, Zakario. Shout out to Zakario, his son, baby Zakario, who will be joining us in the summer, ultra fast. Zakario is a very nice guy racing with us, in more towards his golden years in life, if you will. And we love to have him here. Absolutely spectacular. Spectacular guy, you know. His awareness sometimes might not be the same as everyone else's, but he means well. He loves racing. And he's told me many times he loves the competition. And his last message to me was, I am part of the Bone Zone family with a heart. So if you don't want Zakario racing, you can go eat dust. Anyway, I love Zakario. Leader Liebag. Let's see what this guy's got going here. He's in P13 here. Leader Liebag using no assists, going in raw like he always does. It is Monday night. Interesting to see what Hemi's got. Hemi took months off, and he has returned for this game. The hemorrhoid himself. And another Quebecer. I've gone as far as to say he's one of the best drivers I know. And motivated Hemi, I'll put up against anybody, man. Anybody. He's on 7 laps, so he's getting his practice in. Here's Trophy Marino. I came in like a wrecking ball. Here's another one, though. He's got the keys. And he's looking to bounce back. You know, he's been struggling a little bit lately, but he's made some changes as well. And he's had some technical issues with his PlayStation. It has been overheating. Told him to delete the Pornhub app. And since then, it's been moving smoothly. Lots of memory clogged up. And actually, upon further examining his PlayStation, I recommended he destroy it and throw it to the bottom of a river, like was done in TED 2 with the laptop, because who knows what's on that PlayStation. You know. Here's Try, just adding to that lap, a 107.9. And Chenzo right there behind him. How about young Charisma, the Wonder Kid, Das Wonder Kid? Even though that's a German way to say it, I guess. But he is just whooping ass and taking names. Sawa in the pits taking a shit. Greg Jennings, Rasta Cheech, Limitless Draco. Here's Elbow, Illyrian, defending champion here. This is preseason race number 2. This is a Mushroom Cup, season number 855. I know I just pulled these numbers out of my ass, but I promise you it's somewhere around them. I would venture to say the longest running esports league. What started at the same time as CSR? Well, they were dead within a month, and then they rebranded it as LSR. And let's be real, that league's been dead for years. So, Jordan 2 Wavy, Hazy Ozzy. Shout out to all the runners. 4 minutes left. I am T-Bone. I'll be back in 30 seconds, folks. We're going to kick it off. Mushroom Cup, Sao Paulo, Brazil, Interlagos, Brazil, whatever they call it. I'll always call it Interlagos. Get out of here with the Sao Paulo stuff. It's Interlagos. It's Cataluna, Spain. It's not Barcelona. Chenzo, my man. Do it for the Mushroom, Chenzo. Long-time Mushroom Cup driver. There has been rumors. I don't know if you guys have been on Twitter with Woj and Shams, but there have been some reports that Chenzo and Greg Jennings have been plotting a move to the Lightning Cup and teaming up together. There's been rumors, folks. I can't confirm, but I've just heard that these rumors are happening. Greg Jennings and Chenzo have some sort of interview set up later in the week, and where they will announce where they take their talents to. It's called The Decision. And we'll see what happens, you know. Will they pull a D-Wade and LeBron? Some exciting rumors for sure in the Lightning Cup. We're going to keep it exciting. Keep it a buck. Getting in the Lightning Cup is very tough, and only the best drivers will get in there. It's not for me and my friends. It's for merit, and everyone has to understand that. I don't race in there myself. I've told many good friends they can't. You know. The way the league is. Here's Froggy. 15 years young, of course. Maybe a Rookie of the Year candidate this season. 2 minutes to go. Let's see what Froggy's feeling right here. This Froggy's looking to leap. He's in P11 right now. He's super quick. 15 years young, but he's making his league system debut. And he's earned this Mushroom Cup seat. That's for damn sure. And anyone watching, we have an open Mushroom Cup seat. After this race, I'm going to sit down, think about it, look at who's been asking, who deserves it most. I'm going to look at how people have been performing in exhibition races, other leagues you race in. I watch all that shit, and it all goes into consideration, not just what you do here. I watch everybody's shit. I'm for fucking LSR. Shit's a weed plate. We used to call bad CDs weed plates. All they're good for was for breaking up weed on. Okay, so Froggy has invalidated. Here is Zacario. You put the car in Zacario. Let's see what he's got. Zacario from Mexico. Another one of our great Mexican drivers, along with Chenzo. Straight trash. Toxic Zero. Crazy Ratudo. Ratudo's got to take it easy on the tequila, though. Zacario going into P11. What a lap from the veteran Mexican driver. Shout out Zacario as he makes a right onto Fifth Avenue, leaves Playa del Carmen, makes his way through Cancun, returns to the Mayan Riviera, and now he's going to Mexico City because they have good Italian food there, apparently. Who would have thought? This is Zacario, folks, funded by the cartels. You don't want to mess with him, but he brings a lot of money into the leagues, and he's going to do his thing, and you don't want to mess with him either, man. That's for damn sure. You guys have seen what those. You guys have seen Narcos. I know that's Colombia. Yeah, that's Colombia. I'm an idiot. We'll edit that out. It's pretty cool to have a driver funded by the cartel. A couple of drivers have played with us from prison too. You know, we're an equal opportunity league. Oh God. Next week, I'm going to have like some CIA listening to the race. Which one of these guys is in the cartel? He's funding you? Where'd the money come from? I don't know. Some guy dropped it off in a package once a week. So we got Gregory Jennings. Oh my God. Oh my God, folks. He's moving. Greg Jennings, but his leg good. Here he goes in P1. And Justin Schrei says, come Schrei with me. Come Schrei. Let's Schrei away. What an athlete putting in the top lap there. Here is a Chenzo, formerly Benabassi, probably listening to Justice. And will this lap get any justice? No, it'll stay in P3. So we got Schrei. We got Greg. We got Chenzo, Sawa, Illyrian, defending champion, Jordan 2, Wavy, Charisma the Wonder Kid, not a day over 15. And Rasta Cheech, newest member of the Lightning Cup. And I told him, man, all these exhibition races are good, but you got to show me in league formats. I know this is preseason, but stale. Hemi in his return race there in P10, Limitless Draco in P9, Hazy Oswald. We got Froggy, the newest member. I really hope he changes his name to like Froggy or something, because that is just an eyesore. I don't want people in the leagues with these weird-ass names that are just letters and numbers and shit. Something with character, please. I think you can change it for free. If not, I'll give you $10. Get that shit off the screen. Okay. We're about to pop this one off. Race number 2 of the Mushroom Cup preseason. I'm T-Bone. Nice full grid here. We are at Brazil. Final preseason race will be Great Britain reverse. Folks, don't trouble unless trouble troubles you. Ladies, clutch your pearls. Gentlemen, gird your loins. It's a motherfucking Mushroom Cup. And they're off! So Justin Schrei leading the way right here. We got Greg Jennings, Sawa, Chenzo fighting. Look at this tight battle here. Chenzo holding off Sawa. He's got the Sawa. Jordan 2 Wavy there in P5. And let's see how this goes. Oh, we got a Moose Piss kick. Sauber losing it at the back. That's TMT Monty in the background there. Rasta Cheech and Charisma. Look at young Charisma go. He's got those elbows out. He's got that heavy Italian accent. It's getting thicker and thicker as he gets madder and madder. Oh, God, this sounded all kinds of wrong. It's Charisma. He's trying to turn the rest of the field into penne arrabbiata. Right now, Hemi looking like a veal parmesan, trying to get through. And Hemi's that hemorrhoid. He's not one for patience. He got 2 corners where I'm driving through you, Bone. But again, Rasta Cheech holds a little more clout on track. Justin Schrei, he has been the class of this game lately, folks. People say rain, I say rain or no rain. He's bringing the pain. Greg Jennings and Chenzo, Mushroom Cup royalty right there. Sawa and Jordan right there. Limitless Draco, unfortunate start for him right there. Let's have a look at the tires. About half and half for the medium and soft. And we got Kendricks medium and hard. And we got Kendricks on the soft tires, folks. Quick winners and losers. Limitless Draco down 8 spots and another one up 4. Greg Jennings making the move. He says, Justin Schrei, may I have this dance? And takes it. Now, well, Chenzo. Let's look at this. Chenzo and Shirai, two great competitors with each other as well. What a race. I'm loving what I'm seeing. This is fantastic. All right, now Chenzo's all over Justin Shirai like white on rice. And he's going to look to make his way through. Jordan 2 Wavy there also trying to navigate, and Sawa behind him, in front of him, and Charisma, of course, right behind him. Jordan, Jordan getting a little sloppy there, and this will give Charisma the opportunity to get through. Jordan 2 Wavy now in P6 after a little mishap right there. Greg Jennings, fastest lap of the race. Well done there from Gregory Jennings. He is an icon at Brazil, the Brazilian one. But Justin Shirai says, my time is now. Listening to the John Cena theme song this whole race. Shout out to Shirai. Shout out to Ryan Fox winning the Canadian Open yesterday in front of my very eyes. If you're a golf fan. And Shirai, speaking of golf, hits a panty dropper right up the middle and passes Greg Jennings. Greg Jennings now will have to negotiate. Chenzo behind him. Great camera work here on this game. Absolutely splendid work by Took Your Dogs. Straight Trash, Trophy Marino, Monty, Zacario, all there at the back. But we are loving what we're seeing right now. This is prime time. This is marquee. This is a blockbuster event right now. Justin Shirai, Chenzo, Greg Jennings, Sawa, and how about young Charisma up 2 spots? He's got the charisma. He's got the speed. And right now, all the confidence in the world, but we'll see. Now he's racing all the big boys. He's won exhibition races, and I believe he's had a podium in the Mushroom Cup. And definitely at some point in his career, he will be on that top step. Still pretty young, can't commit to racing all the time. When he's up at like 4 a.m. in Rome, Italy. So, and Charisma's super passionate too. It's almost good that he's playing in the middle of the night, because if he was racing with us during the day, oh my God, the Italian would come out, you know? Good thing he can't talk with his hands through the mic. Shout out Charisma. Shout out his like apparently his dad checks out the races too. But shout out to Mr. Charisma too. It's always cool. So next time I'm in Rome, Italy, you know, I'll go up for some like Italian food or something. I ain't going back to Rome though. Rome's a beautiful place, but I've seen it once. Living there would be freaking cool, though. I just don't know if you'd want to live somewhere that's such a tourist spot, you know? I feel like cost of living would be so high. I lived in Disney World before, and man, God, $10 for Mickey Mouse ice cream every day was adding up, you know? Oh, Chenzo! Sticking his nose in there just a little bit, having a little sniff. Meet me in the bathroom stall, but Greg says no. I'm horrible. It's really hard to go away from these top guys, folks. Championship contender Justin Shirai. Yeah, I said it. Championship contender Justin Shirai. Greg, Chenzo, Sawa. Defending champion Illyrian here in P7, but he hasn't had the same hours on this game as most of the others. He's still got some time. So shout out to him. This might be the first time I've actually seen him race on this game. So we got to manage our expectations. Back in a second. All right, folks. Lap 7 of 36 here. Justin, Greg, and Chenzo still putting on a show. Shout out to Shawa. Shout out to Ezo. Just something happened, wasn't able to make it today, but we'll see him on Thursday, hopefully. Charisma, and we have a good, exciting race right here. At the back, Leader Liebag and Straight Trash duking it out. Let's have a look here, though. Shout out to Straight Trash. Right now, it's looking kind of garbage, but he's actually a good driver, and he's going to pick it up. His first league race on the new game. Leader Liebag. Trophy Marino. Oh, God. Jordan 2 Wavy, retiring in the pits. Leader Liebag on Trophy Marino, though. This is going to be some sort of battle. I can feel it right now. Trophy Marino! He came in like a wrecking ball. Nice. Shout out to Trophy, Hazy's cousin. It's Kendrick's back in P16. Not the best start for him right there. Let's go further up the field, though. Look at this top four. Hemi has gotten through Charisma, though. How about the hemorrhoid himself? Hemi was once that 15-year-old in our league, and now he is a veteran. As Charisma's looking at perhaps his future. We got the past, present, and future in Mushroom Cup all here. And Rasta Cheech, we talked about him. How good he's been at this game, and he is still right there in that mix. Hazy Oz has found some pace, a touch of it for sure in this game. DRS Maestro, P11. I love the Maestro, but I mean, you're going to argue for a Lightning Cup seat. You got to be getting top fives at every Mushroom Cup race. You know? Thank you everyone for watching. We have a exciting race, preseason race number 2 here. Out of 3 in the Mushroom Cup. We got some heavy hitters. Justin, Schrei, Greg, and Chenzo. Sawa. Now Hemi, the hemorrhoid, is entering this mix, folks. Hemi sat out for 4 months from these F1 games, picked up the new one, back in the Mushroom Cup. And anyone knows Hemi, he's here. He's going to kick ass and take names. He's here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And he's all out of bubblegum, folks. This is Hemi right now as he comes all over. What the hell did I just say? I'm not even going to finish. Jesus Christ. Cut that one out. Here's Rasta Cheech. I'm not saying the phrase all over the back of anymore. It's just, I don't like it. Sounds all kind of weird. Here's Rasta. We got Charisma heading into the pits there. Charisma was struggling a little bit on those tires, looking like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. So he's going to make that pit stop. Here's Zaccario being overtaken by Monty. Shout out to Zaccario. Monty, another very good driver, making his kind of his introduction to league racing. We got Illyrian and Hazy Ozzy. And another one also right there in the points. Shout out to another one. But he's got that wretched DRS Maestro all over. That was a penalty right there. Commentators curse as this Maestro looking to play his finest tune yet. Last time it was a symphony of yellow. This time he may finish. Straight Trash. 10-second penalty for littering on the highway. Oh, it's horrible. So let's have a look at this top 4-pack here. We have 4 Titans. Justin Schrei, Greg Jennings, Chenzo, and a Hemi in that Moose Piss Kick Sauber. Oh my God, the thing looking like a leader of grade A, all Canadian Moose Piss, that car. And Hemi is not going to wait too long. Sawa gets a 10-second for speeding in the pits too. Oh my God, that's a killer. Absolute killer for a man who was in contention to win this race. Ay, ay, ay. Lap 11 of 36, Illyrian a 3-second penalty now. They're piling on, folks. When it rains, it pours. Oh, there's Draco out of the race. Oh, we got Justin Schrei. Some sort of moment. Justin Schrei there. Having a moment. That's going to go over like a fart in church. Straw's going to head in the pits there. Maybe a little contact with Hemi. It's Hemi and Greg. Chenzo fastest lap. See if Greg can do something to get by Hemi here. Two race leaders, lap 15 of 36. What a great drive from Charisma here. Right now P5, pit stop under his belt. Almost technically in P2 with the penalty to Sawa, so hell of a drive from Charisma here. Let's see if he can keep this going. Hemi taking that pit stop. Greg leading the way here. Still yet to pit. Got Chenzo in P2. Greg will have the tire advantage coming down the stretch, but we'll see how that fares. I'll look to Greg to maybe make that pit stop. I don't know. It's hard to say here. We got Straight Trash having some issues. Greg will continue on. Hemi on those fresh medium tires. He picked up a 10-second. Him and Sawa both have them. That is devastating for them. Halfway mark of this race right now, lap 17 of 36. I'm an idiot. We're not halfway. We will be next lap. He picks up a 10. Guys, you got to slow down heading into the pits. Rasta Cheech, kind of a quiet race, but he's now in P6 with no penalties. And when it's all said and done, some penalties ahead of him, Rasta's in this mix, folks. Further up ahead, though, got Charisma right on the back of Hemi. It's Trophy Marino. See what Greg does here if he continues to go on. Continues onward there. Now we're at the halfway point. ERS Maestro in the top 10 here, no penalties. Shout out to him. And I like what Ross is doing here. Quietly, just been hanging around this race. The longer Greg stays out, the way these tires play out is going to be extremely interesting to me. We got Sawa and Hemi both with 10-second penalties each. See what Greg does here. Race leader, 17 lap hards. He's getting undercut big time, so we'll see. Maybe he's playing a safety car game. Hasn't been one yet. But at this point, Greg's going to pit, and I don't know if he'll be able to make up that time back on Chenzo. It'll be hard to say. Who knows how Chenzo's tires will be at the end. Greg will be on ideal mediums. Something to watch. Tries on those mediums, but I just don't think those are going at the end. It might have just been a play to aggressive gamble after he had that incident. Greg stays out. Straight Trash retiring. And now we got Froggy and Charisma. And oh my God, Rasta Cheech in a precarious position here. Someone's going to have some trepidations or else there may be an accident. What a move. Charisma, Froggy, Rasta. What are we seeing, folks? The future of the Mushroom Cup unfolding before our very own eyes here. The future is now. And watching Charisma and Froggy battle is going to be a movie. Two 15-year-old guys, you think they're the best? What's the worst that could happen? Yes, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Rasta Cheech still right there, too. And Rasta now thinking about it. Froggy's not going to be as accommodating, and now Shrai's right behind Rasta too. This is going to be a fantastic development, folks. Charisma driving brilliant, Froggy spectacular, then Rasta and Shrai right there. I got to say, Charisma has been spectacular today. God dang, he's driven a really brilliant race. The racecraft, the strategy. He's come a long way in terms of just like his, I don't want to say maturity, but just his on-track poise, He's racing like he belongs there. He's not looking intimidated by anybody. But now, Rasta's thinking of coming back. Shrai thinking of getting in there too. And now Froggy's going to be the beneficiary of this battling here. Charisma not going to make it easy. Shrai's got to get something done on those mediums. And of course, Rasta Cheech still feels like he's got pace too, so Greg Jennings made that pit stop for those mediums. He's in P8 now. He's going to have some climbing back to do, but on those tires, he's going to be moving, folks. So we'll keep an eye on Greg as he tries to approach that pack that we've been focusing on and featuring here. That pack including Froggy in P4, debut driver full-time for the Mushroom Cup this season. And, of course, Charisma, the legendary reserve, hailing from Italy and doing his thing. It's going to be a real long siesta if Charisma can continue this. But now Shirai is going to look to get through Charisma here. Charisma won't fight that there. Shirai on those medium tires, and down the stretch, Shirai's going to be struggling on those tires, so see. Even the guys on the 12-lap hards. "14 laps remaining, folks. We got a doozy on our hands. Can't wait to see how this plays out." We watch Greg Jennings catch back up here on those tires. Now Rasta, Cheech, Charisma, Shirai, and Froggy in that train for P4. Chenzo leading the way, no penalties. Hemi and Sauer right behind him with 10 seconds each. So really, Froggy's in P3. All these guys still right there fighting. Man, even P2. All these guys are fighting for like P2 technically. Charisma making the pit stop. Now, very interesting here from Charisma. I don't know if he amassed damage from that. No wing change. So Charisma just pitting. He's going with a two-stopper here. Going on those hards? What are you doing, Charisma? Okay, I don't really know what happened there. Maybe he doesn't have mediums. I would have... Either way, we'll talk to him after. Hopefully he can come back from that. Greg now back up to P7, folks. He is on that ideal tire strategy. It's just a question of will he make up that time and get to Chenzo. But man, he's moving. Gregory Jennings. There's Shirai trying to fight his way back. Shirai making that pit stop. Hemi, Rasta all pitting as well. 11 laps to go. Now Greg has no one between him and the man he has to chase. 14 seconds to make up in 11 laps. I thought he might have stayed out a little too long just in terms of getting back to Chenzo, but we'll see how that works out here for Greg. Master strategist, the cerebral assassin. As we got Froggy and Charisma continuing to duke it out. Stry now on fresh mediums coming out of the pits. Another guy to look at here. Rasta picks up a 3-second there. That is killer for him. So I'm looking at this top 5 now, all without penalties. Chenzo's making that pit stop. Chenzo is pit, folks. Kendricks gets a 10-second for speeding in the pit lane. Not the best race for Kendricks here. Kendricks just retiring from the session. Kendricks has been so steady and good. I can't remember the last race he didn't get a point. So a rare off night for Kendricks, but everyone's entitled. It is preseason. Kendricks will be back strong for the regular season. Shout out to Kendricks. Much love to Kendricks. Many blessings to him and his fam. So Chenzo coming out of the pits. Gregory Jennings in P1 by 5.5 seconds. Chenzo's going to have to chase him down. 5-lap newer tires, and we'll see how that plays out. Battle for P3, though, is lit. Absolutely lit. We got Froggy, Charisma, and Stry. And Stry, very serious, passionate driver. We'll see how he fares here in this battle with the two 15-year-old phenoms. Of course, Charisma, very skilled driver. He has really settled down in terms of just like he knows patience on track, his composure. And Froggy is so new, I don't even think he really knows who he's racing with yet. He's still figuring it out. Look at Charisma! Charisma! Oh! Charisma got them elbows out, folks. Elbows out. And Stry, oh my god, Stry, that was ambitious. Does he... Oh my god, he pulled it off! Justin Stry! Justin Stry with a incredible overtake. A double overtake on the two 15-year-olds. Oh my god, Justin Stry with a spectacular move. That was sheer brilliance, folks. Da-da-da, da-da-da. He's got to stay Stry. What a freaking move. It's the nicest move I've ever seen Stry do. That one we're going to have to clip. God. So Stry goes into P3 right there. Sadly, that looks like it will be a ceiling in this one. Just due to that, a little something happened there with Hemi that cost Stry about 5 or 6 seconds. Definitely enough to take him out of the win. Leader now picking up a retirement in the pits. So 9 laps remaining. We got Greg Jennings, but Chenzo is gaining on Greg. We got Charisma moving past Froggy. What a race from these two. Putting on a show. These guys need to be teammates all the time. This is freaking must-watch TV. And think about it, for two guys this young, when you're that young, you want to be the best. You got a little ego, and not to mention another guy your age, and these guys are keeping it very respectful, but they're racing hard too. Very impressed by what I'm seeing from these two. God damn. Charisma's come a long freaking way. This might be the best race I've ever seen Charisma do, just start to finish, considering the grid. He's been so smart this race. Hasn't made a bad decision. And he's really handling this race like a professional. And if he starts doing that, everyone's in trouble. The ever passionate and fiery Charisma. Looking good in P5 right here. Froggy in P4. And now Chenzo is really gaining on Greg, folks. I don't know if he's got those 5-lap fresher tires are coming into play, but Chenzo's also got some rapid pace around here. And this is what we've been waiting for, folks. This is what we came to see. Two top dogs, two big dogs in the Mushroom Cup. Duking it out. Both these guys, multiple championships next to their name. Chenzo, the all-time winningest drivers champion, but Greg right there. Hemi right there, too. And we'll see how this plays out, folks. Greg and Chenzo, mano a mano. Charisma still engaging Froggy. And once Hemi catches that pack, it'll be very exciting. Hemi did remove his 10 seconds, so does only have a 3 next to his name. Lots of speeding in the pit penalties. Oops. Chenzo's now in the DRS of Greg Jennings, folks. 6 laps remaining. Preseason race number 2 of the Mushroom Cup. Season starts in 1 week. Final preseason race will be Great Britain Reverse on Thursday evening. See if we got some movement for the lead right here. Is Trophy Marino retiring, and he brings out a virtual safety car. Okay. At least it's a virtual. Hemi is now right there. The 2 McLarens. Lap 31 to 36. The VSC there did actually help Greg, bought him a little bit of time on that DRS straight, which Chenzo probably would have got through, but it's definitely buying some time. Greg probably wouldn't have minded a full there. We just stayed out almost a full lap. Okay, now we're going. Greg holding the lead, but Chenzo right there now as we get to lap 32. Chenzo going into P1 right here. Fighting his way back. Great strategy from both these men. Charisma. Now Hemi's there. Oh my god, the hemorrhoid. Hemi. Charisma gets a 3-second. No. Charisma. No. Charisma. Ew, such a good race too, but he's still having a good race, Charisma. Don't get too frustrated at the 3-second. Ross Cheech now. Oh no, Charisma! Hang in there, Charisma. You're still P7 at worst. Just keep fighting. So Chenzo is just now a second and 1.2 seconds ahead. Jeez. Putting on a drive, that's for damn sure. Justin Stry, another good race from him there. And Froggy, how about this kid? Remarkable drive from him and Charisma. Hemi and Rasta, steady, steady. The DRS Maestro, P8 still. Sawa, of course, had issues with drive-through early. Just kind of took him out of this race, unfortunately. Illyrian, defending champion, still got a little, got to get some laps in on this game still. It's still early for him. Definitely not a guy you want to count out by the time we start. Also in the Lightning Cup, Illyrian very, very talented driver. There's Sal, the fastest lap. All right, folks. Couple laps remaining. Chenzo back after not winning the championship last season. He is coming back strong this season. That's for damn sure. Back to the drawing board and sending a message here early on in Brazil that he is coming for the comers this game. Justin Schrei. Great way to stick out this race. Hemi's been all over the place too. Great to have Hemi back. Looking in pretty good form. First race in probably months on these F1 games. It's really cool to have him back. And Froggy, definitely showing everybody he's a guy to be reckoned with in this league. Making a statement early here. Rostachich, steady drive from him as well. Charisma, very impressed with his race. Solis at the end there, a little bit came unraveled, but he showed me something today, that's for sure. See if Froggy can make any kind of move on Schrei here. We are on the final lap, folks. One more time to go. This is Chenzo. Riding home, riding clean. There's Greg Jennings, a great race from him as well, as he's also a guy who's coming in hot this season, looking to take back what he believes is his. Hemi retiring from the session there. Unprecedented. He did pick up a penalty too, so Hemi, preseason, a little practice race, but Hemi definitely showed that he's still got it. Once he puts together the races without the penalties, he'll be a force. But we will stay on Chenzo here. Coming from the great state of Texas, representing the country of Mexico, all the way from San Antonio. Coming down the Riverwalk, gives a high five to Coach Pop. And in the crowd, we see Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, all happy, all cheering. And here he is, folks. It is Chenzo making his way across that line. Preseason race number 2 in the Mushroom Cup. He's coming back for his title. He wants what's his. And right now, he is the man to beat in the Mushroom Cup. That is Chenzo. Greg Jennings, a fine performance, P2. We got Schrei, P3. We got Froggy. Spectacular race with a P4 right there. And Rostachich continues his slew of steady drives, a P5 today amidst a couple things not going his way. Charisma in P6 there. Is he in P6 or in pieces? Both. What a drive from Charisma. The McLaren team, remarkable today. Illyrian getting 8, Sawa P7, that DRS Maestro crossing in P9, and we're going to wait a bit for P10 to cross the line. But will it be? Could it be? Yes, it is him. Another one. Returns for the points with a P10. What a drive. Chenzo, Greg, Shrive, Froggy, Rasta, Cheech, Charisma, Sawa, Illyrian, DRS Maestro, another one, TMT Monty, and the man in the middle, Sicario. Our 12 finishers here in the preseason of the Mushroom Cup. I've been T-Bone. You guys have been great. Let's do a couple interviews quickly. Got to interview Charisma. One second, Charisma. Let's try.
I'm here.
Yeah, 1 second. Just gotta invite Chenzo. One second, Charisma. All right, folks. We are here in the interview room. Oh, I just invited. Anyway, Greg. Okay. Charisma, my man. That was a great race from you, I thought, bro. I thought literally that was one of the most complete races I've seen from
Yeah,
you, especially in a grid like this. I know at the end, the penalty and there's like a little bit of a moment, but I thought,
yeah, I got pushed. I got pushed wide by Hemi,
oh,
and
okay,
I
okay.
had
Is
to
that a
take the
penalty you're
penalty.
looking to dispute, the 3 second, or does it even
I mean,
change anything?
it doesn't even change anything.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, look, man. I thought you
But
and
then
Froggy,
the
considering you're
crash
both
with,
pretty young and you're both, I want to say you're both really confident. Seeing you guys battle hard but clean and fair. You want to talk about racing with Froggy, and do you guys have history racing together
Froggy was
before?
honestly not really. Um, no, Froggy was not great to fight against. He's really clean. I just pretty disappointed about the crash at the end. It was front wheel to side pod. I just did not respect that. He just turned into me. But it's a preseason race. I can't really complain. I mean, it doesn't really matter to anything. So, I mean, disappointing because I honestly could have gotten a podium. But
You were in the mix for a
what can you
podium, and
do?
bro, results aside, I don't even remember where you finished. All I remember is you drove good enough to get a podium. So,
P6.
like a big piece of pie, that's some more. Who's playing that? It's Greg. But look, Charisma. One more question, bro. You've come a long way in terms of just your composure, your poise, your kind of maturity on track. I see it. You want to talk about how you've improved in those areas, man? Just kind of being a little more
Uh,
patient in the right spots and
Definitely, I
experience.
thought at a certain point it was like I started fighting Froggy, then I kind of realized that it was the wrong move to do because I was losing
Yeah,
time and he was also my teammate. So I just started not fighting him. I tried not to. Then I kind of realized it after one lap. Um, but then yeah, we worked together. We caught up to Try, and then what happened with Rasta and Hemi. Hemi, the crash wasn't really a crash, but he would kind of force me out. I had to
yeah.
cut the corner in order to make it. It's racing. I mean, I get it. I'm not mad. I would have done the same thing if I was him. So I'm not mad. I mean, I'm mad at what happened, but
Yeah. Well,
um,
look, man, at the end of the day, P6 is still a very good result, and I know that you had a
yeah,
lot better in you that race, but I hope we see more races like this out of you, bro, and keep doing what you're doing, you know?
yeah.
'Cause-
Especially Brazil is one of my favorite tracks. So
good, man. So hopefully we'll
so
see you
it
around
was
more, Charisma. Good
yeah,
stuff, buddy.
yeah. Thank you.
Take care. All right. Yeah, good shit, Charisma, honestly, bro. Um, okay, next year we'll go to Shry. Shry, You were in that race the whole time, and I noticed you had a little moment there. I'm not sure if it was contact with Hemi. It cost you about
No
5, 6, or 7 seconds, and I think that was pretty much the race for you, to be honest. Like,
Yep, that was the difference,
yeah.
honestly. I spun on my own, no contact.
Oh,
I
okay,
was
okay.
following Greg. That same exact same thing happened on Saturday in the 100%. Did the exact same thing again. So it is what it is. Well, I love how a two-lap car is trying to cause safety cars
Was he
again.
doing it on
So
purpose? Because he sent me a message
yeah,
saying it was
that
an accident. It is
trophy
okay.
Marino. Yeah,
Okay,
no,
he's
no,
done.
He was
He's
definitely doing it on
yeah,
purpose.
he's done.
all right. He's done.
That
He's done.
that
He's
guy,
done. Okay, he's done. Well, sorry about
he
that
tried to
then.
do it multiple times.
What
No,
an idiot.
it is what it is. Like I wasn't gonna get to
No,
anyway.
I'm happy you guys told me
Risking it for
though.
the biscuit for sure.
Yeah, no, I need to know about that shit for sure.
Greg pulled
Um,
off a masterclass, to be honest.
Greg and
Didn't work
Chenzo,
out for the
bro.
win, but
Dude,
yeah.
Chenzo had the best strategy, I think, to be honest. I, I don't, but Chenzo and Greg definitely had
For
different
sure.
strategies from everyone else, it seemed, and they were the
But
two
Greg
best
tried the one
ones.
stop, dude.
Okay, that was my
Everyone
next
else had two
question.
stop.
Okay, yeah, so that's my next question. Is a one stop not possible here anymore?
No.
No, eh? Greg?
I think I can answer that.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry. So, Shry, we're gonna go to
Um,
Greg now, but Shry, just again, congrats on your continued success, bro, and you're a guy to look out for, regardless of where you finish
Yeah,
this race. Like we already know what it is heading into the season. So,
it's gonna be an interesting season for sure, dude. It's everyone's very fast. I mean, the top 15 people, like Greg was saying, was separated by a second in qualifying. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. I definitely was running a little bit too high a wing for sure, compared to everyone else around me. Um, just by a few clicks. So things to work on, but good race overall. That was my mistake. Some good racing with everyone. I enjoyed it.
all right, cool, Shry. We'll catch you around, my friend. Keep grinding.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, Gregory Jennings there. Man, it was crazy
hello.
because at first I'm like, what is Greg doing? Why is he staying out so long? Then I'm like, oh, Greg nailed the strategy. Then it's like, oh, no, wait, Chenzo nailed the strategy. So I didn't really know because, like, I thought this was a one stop track, like in past games. Kind of want to expand upon the strategy element, Greg, on this track.
Yeah. So I would say overall, this game it's a lot more up in the air. I think some tracks will be that one stop, but others definitely will not be. And I think tonight was just a little bit too much wear, and the mediums just kind of struggling in general. Because it seemed like it was working, but then I put the mediums on, and they were about, I'd say 6, 8 laps, I forget, but a little bit older than Chenzo's for sure, and the time was just evaporating. So overall, I think it's possible. Not here, but by doing so, I've gained a little bit of experience as to maybe how to tell if it is possible or not, which I think is valuable. So I enjoyed it. It was good to stay in the clean air as well. Good for the tires. Hemi helping with some DRS. Overall, clean racing and enjoyable. But we'll put it in the memory bank, and maybe we'll save it for somewhere with a little bit less wear.
All right, cool, bro. I was kind of asking. And again, it's just kind of a preseason, but it's good to see where everyone's kind of at. And, I think this season's going to be really exciting. I couldn't even, so many guys who have a chance. And you looking forward to it?
Yes, it's gonna be great.
Good stuff, Greg. Well, great race again, man, and we'll see you Thursday for great Britain Reverse final preseason race.
Yeah, sounds good, boys. GG Chenzo.
Thank you, sir. All right, Chenzo, bro, you want to talk about your strategy, thought process on that one? What you did ended up being, I would say, as close to perfect as you could have got. Do you agree with that in terms of strategy? That's what I was going to ask, Chenzo. Is 5 laps a huge disparity on those medium tires? Like, would you say you had a pretty big advantage, 5 laps newer tires? Like, yeah, it definitely seems. All right, Chenzo. And I know you don't normally bite at these kind of questions, but like, any kind of added motivation or incentive coming into this season to get the throne back, or are you going to give me the public PR answer? Oh, I'm just trying to get better every day, Bone. Yeah. Yeah. And you can't get too focused and caught up on like a nut one other guy. Like maybe in the past, you only had to worry about what Greg was doing. Now there's actually quite a few guys who could beat you. Like not every race, but you know. So, yeah. Let's go look straight, not to your left and right, folks. But Chenzo, thank you very much, bro. And we'll see you Thursday, and good luck in the upcoming season, bro. All right. Okay, yeah. So I guess we're gonna call that, folks. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you for the drivers. Any final words from Charisma or Chenzo? Before we wrap this.
Probably you're probably gonna see me for the next race. So
You're in. You're in. You're in. You're in. You're in. You'll be in the LP in Charisma, okay? Because Bella actually had to
all
give
right.
up. Bella doesn't have the game yet, so his seat's open. You know. All right. Okay, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and we'll